Sweet welcome back to Hill Productions, the 2024 Regional 8-Ball APA Invitational. My name is Summerfield Habner, joined in the booth by the one, the only, Mr. Steve Lengelbach, owner of the Big Ol' Box booth over there, sponsors this stream, sponsor this event. You guys make it all happen out here. How's it going, Steve?
Oh, tired.
Tired?
It's been a long, almost 3 weeks here coming up.
Wow. That is a stretch for sure. Well, not tired of pool, I can see. Joining me up in the booth.
Yeah.
You're either really bored or you really do love pool. Which one is it? Yes.
It's both.
Do you have a hard time not playing in a lot of these events, or is it easy for you to just say, man, I'm not in a headspace, I'm here to work?
It goes both ways.
Mm-hmm.
But if you've noticed, the toughest ones are when we're in Vegas and, you know, Mika, Shane, all the big guys are there. Not playing in those events bothers me more than, like not playing in this event. So this event I haven't played in years. So.
Do you have a favorite tournament?
Oh, my goodness. My favorite tournament is probably the tournament that I haven't gone to yet.
What's that?
It's the One Pocket event at Buffalo's in...
Buffalo Billiards.
Yeah, so Chohan was at the house a couple weeks ago, and he just said, you got to go.
Yeah.
So I just found out that my best friend Gary French, the reason I'm up in the booth is his daughter's playing here, and she's brand new.
Wow.
But Gary was going to come visit, I think the same week as Buffalo. So now his Martina is having surgery, and now he can't come. So I think I can go to Buffalo's now. So I'm going to try to book that One Pocket tournament there.
Dude, you're all over the place.
Yeah.
I hear you got an overseas trip coming up.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. We're headed to China, or I am, with Brandon Jacoby.
Very cool.
Jacoby Q's, and we're going to go to the World Billiard Trade Show.
It sounds gigantic, just crazy.
I hear that it's just a monster. So
I would love to go. Have you been over to Asia before?
It'd be the first time.
Nice.
Yeah,
sounds like a pretty quick trip.
Yeah.
Are you going to be traveling longer than you'll actually be in China?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think the flight time's longer than we'll be there, but
yeah.
So if there's such a thing as jet lag, then this is probably going to be it.
Oh yeah. You might not even be jet lagged. You might be back by the time you realize you're tired.
Yeah, my system won't even know I left. It's going to be so quick.
All right, let's see here. There's the leg. Looks like just Tequila taking that one down.
Yep.
Kitten Mittens will rack. That is Justin Van Horn and Bailey French on Kitten Mittens, and Brent Stone and Crystal Cates on just Tequila. It's going to be a 3-2 race here.
They must be getting down to not a lot of teams. So
it's a $300 match here, right? Or loser gets $300. Not sure what the difference
losers
between
at
the
the
two
300 level, and the winner probably goes up to $500-600 in payout, which means they're probably top 4, I would assume, or something.
Man, I can't imagine they're all the way through that already. Modified single elimination. I guess it goes quick.
Modified, yeah. So half the teams drop out each round.
After the first 2 rounds, correct?
There could be 8 right now, and this could dump 4. So I haven't looked at the bracket, but.
Yeah. Largest singles event you guys have ever had out here, I heard. 80-something in the Lincoln City Open.
Is that what Carissa said?
It's the largest singles that's ever been out here. Not the Lincoln City Open, but the singles yesterday. Or no, sorry, Thursday.
Oh, yeah. Boomer had more singles event players than she's had before.
Almost 200.
Yeah. So it keeps growing.
It's awesome. This has been fun. There's all this like silly stigma between like BCA and APA, and you come out here and these guys are having a blast, man.
Yeah, I mean, you were here for Oh, you weren't here for
I
BCA,
wasn't
were
here
you?
for BCA.
But you've been here enough
Rub it
times.
in, man. Yep.
This crowd's different.
It is.
You know, I get people all the time that say to me, you know, well, and people talk bad about the AP. APA rules, slop. And they might be 9-ball. BCA's slop 9-ball too.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, but they want to put down APA.
Mm-hmm.
But I've played both for 25 years or more.
Yeah. Do you have a preference?
Oh yeah, I enjoy playing APA way more than BCA.
Yeah. I'll be darned.
And
Catches the scratch. Bummer.
the players just really appreciate making a ball, winning a team event. They have to win their way to Vegas, and you know there's trophies involved. There's medallions that you get for winning. I mean,
patches, all that kind of stuff.
You know, and BCA is amateur pool too.
Yeah.
Other than, you know, Stan and you know, me or James DeVee.
Yep,
the
very
top
few
players,
people.
you know, we're still shortstops in the big scheme of things. So
you guys are encroaching on that 730 range.
Yeah, but that's a bad, to make a living, that's a bad number.
Yeah,
it really is.
You're absolutely right.
So I hate to tell you, it's great to be a 730, but if you want to make a living at it, that's a
good luck. You got to do a lot of traveling.
And you're going to be playing 800s all day.
Yep.
So.
Well, first chance at the table here. This is Bailey French. This is like her first major tournament, yeah?
Yep. She has never competed in other than league, and I think maybe a little tri-cup playoff or something.
Well, it must be in the blood.
She's an absolute. Having her on the team and stuff has been unbelievable. Just making balls, winning matches. She does little dances, and it's really neat to see that with new players.
Very cool.
And you know, obviously, I like competing with, you know, Stan and Shane and anybody else, but this level puts a smile on my face. It really does.
Seeing people have fun playing this game that we all love.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
All right, this is Justin. Trying to cut that 5. Almost catches the carom. Hangs it up.
Pretty nice. Justin and Bailey are both brand new players. They've played, I think, a session and a half.
Nice.
And
it takes some guts to come out here. It's an intimidating setting. You know, you walk in, 70 tables in one room after never doing that before.
It can be.
Yep.
You know,
I remember the first time walking in here.
Oh, I was probably terrified the first time I went to Vegas to the Riviera, and I was just like, oh my God.
Yep.
You know.
What did I walk into?
Yeah.
First chance at the table here. Crystal.
Looks like Crystal's wearing a boot of some kind.
She does have a boot on. I didn't notice that.
Yeah.
Well, I can relate, Crystal. I guess for pool, a boot might be better than a sling. They are stripes. Taking that 15 down, hold up. All right, bumps out a little bit. I don't think he's going to want to take on that 14 ball.
No, the stripe in the middle of the table and the side is probably the shot.
12 there, yeah.
Is that the 12? I got a big screen in my way.
Yeah, the colors are a little tough on this monitor.
Team 24, please go to table 30.
But they're also going to bump those balls down into trouble like
trouble
that.
zone.
So that ball's surrounded by a bunch of other balls.
All right, I got a couple.
Good chance here for Crystal. Crystal can draw off this 9 ball and get under the 11, take the 11 in that upper left corner pocket.
Metal Mondays, Mandalorians, table 45.
Otherwise, that's going to be tough to get
Table
on.
48, shapes overrated, English majors, shapes overrated, table 48.
I don't think I want to take the 13 here. Jacked up over the 9 ball, reached out over the table. Doesn't really get her over there.
Oh, she made a good swing at it.
Yes, she did. Making good contact. Just not miscuing there is not an easy thing to do. Interesting cluster here for solids. Bailey back to the table.
Well, she's probably going to shoot that 7-5. Doesn't have much choice.
Yep.
Gods, team 25 and team 27 go to table 27. 25 and 27 go to table.
So I'm also multitasking and watching one of the open tables, I guess, and trying to play timekeeper.
Your timekeeper for which table?
Well, table 5. There's a gentleman named Nick down there who pretty decent player. But he takes a long time to shoot.
Graham said 2 minutes a shot.
He'll slow down. He'll slow down a whole tournament. So Reese's want me to keep an eye down there while we're up here doing our thing. So Bailey shot the combo.
Yep, does a good job keeping the 7 in the pocket.
Yeah.
Looks like he still has an edge past that 4.
So let's see what he does with the cue ball to try to play shape for Bailey on the next shot.
I would like to not make contact with any of these balls. Right around the 1.
That's all right.
Yep. Nudges the 4, but doesn't nudge the 4 into trouble.
Yep.
Kind of a steep angle to get behind the 4 here. Not sure how comfortable she is spinning the ball, but
she's not.
yeah.
So she's in
Definitely
league.
makes it
She's a 2 or 3.
Yeah.
So
I think their combined count is a 6, so probably 2 3s.
I think it's a 4-2. I believe
4-2?
She's a 2. He's
Okay.
a 4. And they are married, so this is a married couple.
I see more married couples out here for sure than I do BCA. The Scotch thing is really interesting.
So as you can see at her level, she just made the ball and doesn't have much spin knowledge on inside outside, but
big part of this game, ball making.
that's what
Pool Gods, teams 1 and 8, please come to the podium.
that's what lower levels players do. They learn to pocket balls first and then play position, and it's a progression. Justin here is a little better at pocketing balls and playing position.
It's like might be able to get around that.
He rolled that one in, and now she's going to shoot a trick shot.
Yes, she is.
In the side pocket, or attempt to.
Yeah, wow. Cut that sucker about 80 degrees.
But there's a lot about pocketing balls, too,
Yeah.
At this level, just getting ahead in ball count is huge.
It's true. Hanging balls in pockets, too.
Table 19, I need you to stop. We have an adjustment to make. There was an error. You have new opponents. So table.
Taking a look at the back cut. Boy, I think that's even tougher. This way she's jacked up over the 8.
Yeah,
I like cutting to the right.
We both know that the shot's to cut it to the right. She swishes this one, and what do we know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right shot's the one that wins you the game. Tough bridging position for sure.
Yeah.
She's got pretty good fundamentals. I wonder where she learned that stuff.
Well, she's probably got a dad that plays pretty darn good.
Where's Mr. French these days?
He moved to Sarasota, Florida,
Okay.
and doesn't play a lot of pool. Worked at a golf course, and I think is in between gigs and retirement and all that kind of stuff currently.
Sounds pretty sweet.
We miss him, though.
Yeah, one of the prominent Northwest players.
Yep. And anybody that doesn't know, Gary, I think it was 1984, won the collegiate national championship playing 8-ball in college.
Gosh, back when you could play pool in college.
And the likes of other people who have accomplished that same thing are Nick Varner, Max Eberle.
Teams 1 and 9 go to table 25.
Who else? Danny Louis.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Big deal.
It's pretty good company.
Yeah. No kidding. National championship.
Yeah. Big stuff.
Trying to just kind of float into the middle of the table here. You'd like to be a little low on the 9 ball so that you can drift over for the 11.
I think she's just trying to make this ball. Let's see what kind of control she has.
Did you play pool in college? Wow, pocket speed doesn't go.
Kind of, sort of, but not really. I was jock athlete and all kinds of stuff. So I was on when I first put a cue in my hand, I was on a college scholarship playing baseball.
Okay.
And my shortstop one day said, "Let's go to the pool room."
Mm-hmm.
And that was the end of it for me.
Really?
So next thing I knew, the owner was hiring me to work weekends.
Uh-huh.
You know, and I fell deep for the game like a lot do. So, you know.
It's pretty incredible.
Yeah. So that was about 21, 22 before I started playing.
Yep.
A little late, but once I took it up seriously about a year or two after that,
Didn't take long.
That's all I did every day was obviously play pool.
Play a lot of pool.
Uh-huh.
Is he trying to bank this around the 13?
He was trying to play defense a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
They're ahead in ball count, but with that ball in the jaws and that 13 straight in, they're going to catch up here in a sec.
Yeah, I think so too.
They just didn't have a shot to shoot right there.
It's like there's a little gap to cue between that 13-2. Maybe not. Might be treetop right over that 13.
Yeah, I don't know. Nobody likes being jacked up. Well,
That's for sure.
Caught the point coming in, but not enough, so it's going to be a close game here.
I like the 9 for my key ball. Like 13, 14, 9.
Teams 3 and 5 go to table 33.
13, 14, 9?
Yeah, I think so. How about you?
Negative. The nine's got to go. The nine's got to go next. So
Okay.
you don't want a ball in the middle of the table, and then you don't want to play from that 14 to the 9. A lot of weird and funky things will happen. So almost anybody would go for the 9 next and use the 14 and just swing 2 rails over for the 8.
Okay.
For a higher level player.
Yeah.
So
That's what I worry about.
This is a little different commentating and what you would see Stan or somebody shooting compared to an APA 2 or 3. A lot of times they pick the ball closest to the pocket and shoot it. Yeah. But you see, he even decided that he likes shooting this 9 rather than that ball that's in the jaws.
Definitely got to stop this ball. You don't want to roll forward. Beautiful stop shot.
Looks like he's a pretty good player.
Yeah, hit that square.
Everybody stop.
Looks like pretty natural line to play side rail first. Side rail 14, foot rail back out.
You could go ball first and just let it float out for the 8 in the other pocket, or you could go rail first and try to put the 8 in the same pocket. And
Looks like she's going straight into it. Wow, great control.
That was a great shot.
That's hard to do, especially at that high speed.
Yep.
Really takes off that rail. Well, we got Nick studying a shot here.
Oh boy, are you on that for me?
Oh, I got it started late, but I'll try to keep an eye on it too.
Yeah, I don't have my phone here to clock it.
Looks like just Tequila's going to strike first here. Taking it down, 1-0 lead.
They did. All right, Justin's racking. It's a 2-2 race now. So
Even race, yep.
This will. It looks like both players on just Tequila play pretty good.
It really does.
So this is going to be an uphill battle for Bailey and
Kittens,
Justin,
Mittens.
but that's what they're here for, to test themselves and
Oh, yeah.
get the experience.
Yeah, it's interesting. I think that you got to practice to get to a place where you want to compete, but I think you have to compete from then to really better your game. But I think a lot of people get so hooked up on tournament pool that they stop practicing, and I don't think that you can really ever get to that next level without drilling. I think drills are pretty crucial. But it has to kind of be a staggered development. What are your thoughts? You've done a lot of teaching.
Yes. I mean, you've got to be a student of the game. You're going to have to learn how to basic cue ball movements, how to run simple patterns, short patterns, things like that. And playing all the tournaments in the world are not going to give you those skills.
Yeah, absolutely. How do you feel about make it, take it, 8-ball?
About what?
Make it, take it, 8-ball. You have to take what you make on the break in 8-ball.
If you play, BCA rules where you get to choose afterward, I think it would be a better rule for this level of player to be able to pick whatever they want, open till after the break.
Oh, yeah.
But, it's different rules, and you got to play by them. But I don't know how many times I've been down in Vegas to try to win a national championship. I was about a quarter inch from winning the APA Nationals in singles one year. Ball just didn't quite roll where it should have.
Yeah.
But many times, 3-person team, all the different stuff, the have to take what you make. A lot of times you're hooked and you don't have a shot.
Yeah.
And you can lose the game just because of that rule, even though you made a ball and you're looking at 14 stripes in a pocket, but no solids or whatever. So
yeah,
it's a different rule. You just both teams play by the same rule. That's the main thing. So
definitely makes luck a larger factor in this game than I would like it. I have no problem with like slop, anything like that, but the make it take it one is the one that I just have a mental boundary around. All right, looks like stripe's going to get claimed here.
Yeah, other than these 2 balls sitting on this bottom rail.
I know.
I mean, I like the solids better. The 5 ball's the only ball that's,
I do too.
Boogered up.
And you got an easy way to get there. That 7 ball can do a lot of breaking
the 13
out.
And the
this 13,
12
14
are going to be in tough spots. So we'll see.
Definitely see a lot of that in APA, kind of clearing the table. I mean, like we said, just pocketing balls, running as many as you can, and kind of saving those trouble balls, and can make it really tough.
She's probably going to shoot for the 9 on the side, I would assume, but maybe not. Maybe she likes a cut on that 10. Looks like she's going to go for the 10.
The only thing I don't like about that is I feel like it's going to push that 15 into the rail.
Well, and the cue ball's going to go up table, and her only shot next might be just the 9 ball. We're gonna see.
Ooh.
Okay.
Not able to pocket that one.
She kind of poked it a little bit.
Yeah. Kittens, Mittens coming back to the table. You heard every time they announce their name, everybody goes, "Oh."
Yeah, this is going to be a pivotal game for them. If they can win it, then they've got a good shot at the winning the set. If they go down 2-0,
it's tough to come back from. Only a race to 2, though.
On a team that is a little more skilled, it looks like.
Yeah. Whoever wins this game going to the hill first. We love seeing Hill matches here at Hill Productions.
Hill Productions.
Yeah, I like it. I like the logo that Nicole came up with. Shout out to Nicole Denisi. There's a lot of graphic design here in the pool world. Is Carissa going to play NWPA? No time. There's no time. I get it.
Yeah, she normally normally enter a men's open tournament, just an open before she'll play in some of that stuff.
Yeah, she's going to go play 625 and under.
Maybe.
Oh.
We'll see. I don't think she's sure. She signed up, and
Yeah.
I think we sponsored the event also.
Yeah.
So
Well, they're doing cool tournaments over there. Man, $32,000 prize purse at 15th Street for that one.
yeah.
$500 entry. Nice shot on that combo.
No, there'll be somebody somebody happy
Yeah.
bringing home some cheese.
You know, Trevor's heading up there to play. Staring down that 12 ball. I would rather take the 13 now. I feel like yeah, it's a tougher ball to make.
So you like the 13 here?
I like the 13 because it's more difficult to get in position. I mean, the 12 can get you into position
I'd like
there.
to clear them out consecutive, though, and I feel that if you cut the other ball, you can hold your cue ball for the 13. If you shoot the 13, unless you bump the 5, I think you're running up table.
Yeah. Boy, holding for the 13 is going to be tough on that 12 ball. That's pretty sharp. Got to travel almost a diamond. Cutting it that thin.
Jacked over the 7.
Jacked over the 7.
Looking at it now, I don't like it.
All kinds of fun stuff going on there.
I'd probably just kill this with 18 tips of left English here.
Yeah. Yeah, kind of that draw drag stroke. Wow, holds for it. Nice work. Not easy to do. We'll see if he decides to take that 12 now. You're absolutely right. You want to deal with both those as soon as possible.
Yeah, if he doesn't, then he might have a hard time maneuvering back in position for it.
Yeah.
And guess what?
Yeah. Looks like he's got position to roll. Does he have to go up on top of the 15 here?
Yeah, he can't. I don't know.
Yeah,
It's
I
hard
think he
to-
might rethink this.
It's hard to tell from. Oh, okay.
He heard
Yeah,
you.
he did.
Yeah.
He's got earphones in. Yeah, you want to draw this ball. I can't see whether he's drawing it. Little low right and spin back out to the middle of the table.
Mm-hmm.
That wasn't terrible.
No, that's going to do.
Roll this 9 in, then the 10, and say goodnight, Gracie.
Tricky thing about the 15 is you got to get some kind of angle to get out for the 8 ball. And cutting up the rail with much of an angle, no fun at all. Dude, I love you.
Everybody stop. Everybody stop. For your next shot, you must use someone from the audience as a bridge.
When you're one-handed, that's a great thing to shoot with.
Looks like you've got one hand.
Yeah. Played some one-handed banks last night. It was pretty
Oh,
fun.
yeah? There you go.
Not much worse than I usually play.
I prefer 2 hands, but, you know,
That makes 2 of us.
yes. Oh, all right.
Gets
well,
that 15 off the rail. Unfortunately, gets it into traffic. Work cut out for him here. Kittens Mittens got to get something going.
Kittens Mittens needs to make a few balls here and show some speed.
Got all their soldiers on the field, though.
19, raise your hand.
Oh, they do, all 7.
Yeah. So when do you leave for China?
19, raise your hand.
From the Vegas APA event, I think I'm going to have to fly into San Fran because that's where that international flight goes out of.
Okay.
So I'm not even coming home after that one. I'm going to go straight to San Fran and head to China from there.
Wow.
So Bailey likes to use bridges for some reason because I'd rather shoot that 5 ball.
Yeah. Yeah, for real. All the way over that table.
Yeah.
That's not an easy place to bridge from.
She's gonna. Okay, she's gonna.
I got $1 says that 10 ball's moving.
Something. Well,
He is right in there.
She likes this bridge. I tell you, I watch her use it all the time. So.
Yeah.
And it's not really needed here.
Drilled
but
it.
She
Yeah.
drops it right in.
Wow. I would have lost $1.
Yep. Oh, we didn't.
Nice execution there.
Did we not bet?
Oh, I didn't know.
Oh, okay.
Did you take it?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't listening.
I don't listen to me most of the time either.
No, I wasn't meaning that. So
I'm joking. Does that 3 ball go?
what do we got? The 2 down here? Oh, that's the
4
4
at the end.
So he's got the 4 straight in, but he'd have to do some fancy footwork to get the cue ball somewhere to get a good-looking shot.
Yes, indeed.
So let's see what he's got planned here. Is he going to try to draw the ball a little bit?
Yeah, hitting on the bottom
Looks
of
like
the ball.
He's elevating, but he likes to elevate. Okay.
Gets in the gap for the 1 ball.
Yeah, I guess the 1 ball, and then we'll have nothing after that. But
Yeah,
one at a time.
1 at a time.
One at a time.
Don't think that. Does she have a window to the 2 ball? I think she might.
She does. Oh,
That might just be the shot.
Yeah, if she can roll that 2 in, it's definitely better than shooting that 1 ball.
When did they stop doing a collegiate national championship? How long's it been?
I don't know for sure, but I know that when Nikki Varner won the collegiate national championship, it was straight pool,
Okay.
and when Danny Louie won it, it was also straight pool, and then they changed it, and the collegiate program was 8 ball when Gary won in '84. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure what year Danny won that. I would say it's probably 73 or
73. Yeah.
because I think 76 Danny won a world title.
Yeah.
Is the year he won that.
So wild.
Yeah. World champion. You go from collegiate champion to
World championship.
world
in
champion.
a couple years.
Yeah, at
That's wild.
21, 22 years old. But
What are your thoughts on Randy Baker's hat? Do you think that's a crocheted type thing or a macrame? I hear he's growing his hair out. Heard it might be homemade. We've been trying to get the chat room to give us a poll.
yeah,
Somebody said he's had it on. He hasn't seen him without it on in 2 months. So, new fashion choice there for Randy Baker.
I think sometimes not saying anything is good in that spot.
You're such a diplomat, Steve.
I don't want to comment on Randy's hair or hat or anything. I'm commentating a match here, kid.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Focus up. Focus
yeah.
up. Thank you.
Randy goes to the beat of a different drummer sometimes. How's
He
that?
cracks me up.
How's that? I mean, and we all do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
I mean, look at those people playing the pool god thing over there. My
Oh
goodness.
my God. It's insane.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
All right, Justin's getting a pretty good
Good
look
line
on
for a
this.
breakout on
Oh,
the 3.
boy.
Gets it. Wow. Nice
That's
shot.
not bad. They're catching up in ball count.
Yes, they are.
Bailey needs to help here by potting the ball.
3 ball really close to that side. She caught the inside point earlier. These are tricky shots. You really got to get past that first point.
Yeah, it's a better player is going to shoot the 7 here because the 8's blocking the pocket. So technically, if she shoots his 7, they're better off. Otherwise, they're going to have to come down and play shape for it, which is not going to happen very easily.
Yep.
So let's see what kind of decision she makes here.
And even though you're close to the 3,
Yeah,
you're probably
yeah.
going to end up with a better angle on the 3 shooting the 7.
I mean, they could. It's probably not going to happen, but if she makes this ball and then he shoots the 3 and then the 2,
3, 2, 1.
They can almost run out here.
2 to the 1, a little tricky.
Yeah, the 2 to the 1. It depends on. That would be Bailey's shot, so that would be.
Drills it. Nice
that
shot.
would be tougher for her.
How about this? How about 1, 2, 3?
Well, depending on the angle on the 3 here, shoot the 3, then the 2.
What? We lost side cam?
Teams
No more cam. Bummer. Okay.
So with the angle on this 3-ball here, if he were to shoot this 3-ball, he can bounce right out and then play the one next. So that would be a really good pattern because that 3's in a tough spot from up table. But Justin's going to bear down on this 1 ball.
It's
as
a good.
He did.
Didn't want to clip that 2, but it's going to work out.
That's all right. That's all right. Like I said, they've got an outside chance of running this table.
Yeah. Big shot here for Bailey.
Yeah, the issue is I don't think she has the wherewithal on this to draw a little stun draw, which is required on the 2.
Yeah.
To kill for the 3.
Yep. Yeah, if you're just rolling this, you're going to roll into trouble.
If you just roll this ball, that side is huge.
Yep.
Which is what she's looking at.
I think she can avoid the side. I think she's going to get right on top of the 3 ball.
Well, we're going to find out here shortly.
That we are.
Disregard table 63.
Everybody stop. The goddess has a sign for you.
You're looking at the 2 in the side.
Everybody must twerk on the next shot. And I want to see real twerking.
Well, I kind of like this. She's got a good natural line to get on the 3.
She's going into the side.
Yeah, playing. Yeah. It's a tricky shot. Definitely choosing a harder
it's
shot.
Definitely a trick shot, yes.
Come on, table 20.
But if that's what she sees,
Yeah.
how can you argue with it?
I'm not even going to try.
And it's,
It's like she's lining up good. Probably going into that 15. Might even nudge the 3. Wow. Nice little touch shot. Had the wherewithal to try and hold for the 3.
Yeah.
Tough combo on this 9-10 if you choose to do it. I mean,
Yeah, if you shoot that, if you miss it, then leaves that 3 wide open, I think.
yeah, I think you're right.
No, maybe not. It sits over a little bit farther, so
I don't like it. I'd
Either
rather
way-
play the 15.
either way, this rack looks fairly 50-50, where we're
Yeah.
at. Whoever gets to that 8-ball first, I think the 8's a goner.
So 15 looks like you're going to probably run into the 2 there. Might be able to avoid it. Yeah, he's looking at that combo. It's tempting because it's so close to the pocket, but
Well, he's.
yeah.
I think I'd be
15's a
I'd be
better
taking on that combo myself.
You would?
Yeah, because there's.
The 8 ball gets spotted.
Oh,
Wow.
okay. If Justin shoots that 2-ball and leaves Bailey a relatively, makeable 3-ball,
Yeah,
they
big
could,
shot
they could
here.
steal this game. Yeah. They're looking up here and laughing at Stevie.
Yeah.
Not sure why.
You are needed on table 18 right
awesome.
now. I've got one here for team 22. I need the other
I imagine you've known Bailey your whole life.
Um,
Starting with
since
the
she
3
was
here.
since she was in high school, let's see what happens here. He's going to draw the ball, I think.
Yeah, you're not going to end
Nope.
up with much better position than he had on that 2-ball.
Yeah.
This is quite a bit harder on Bailey. The good news is you can
And
make that 8 from most anywhere on the table.
Well, but at this angle, if she shoots it soft, she's going to hook him.
Yeah.
It's almost imminent.
It's decided.
Maybe she'll jack up and drill it and leave the cue ball in the middle of the table.
Yeah.
Not.
Maybe. You never know. I like pushing through this one. I think she gets there just pushing through a top, but we haven't seen her hit many hard balls.
No, she,
Very delicate stroke.
Yeah, very. Roll them in.
Did she roll it in? Oh, man, it's close.
He wasn't hooked,
He wasn't hooked.
but she overcut it. So if she would have hit it thicker, he would be hooked.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so if she would have made it, it would have been where I thought and hooked.
But look what's going on now. I mean, strong favorite to win this game.
Yeah, if they, it'd be pretty amazing for them to get out from here.
2 ball hanging, 8 ball hanging. Tough opening shot here. Strange cluster on that 10-9. Yeah, you almost got to start with the 9 ball here.
Oh, to win, yes.
That's what I try to do. I mean,
So, you know, you miss this one and it's almost lights out.
yeah.
And even if you make it, I think you have to bank the 10 probably. Because I don't
Right,
think you're going
unless you hang this in the pocket. I mean,
Yeah, you hang it in the pocket. Now you're blocking the 8. So
knocking the 8 out.
We
well, that
definitely move that 8.
makes it more interesting.
Well, Justin's shooting, so he is going to try to play shape for her.
Mhm.
If Bailey was shooting this one, she'd roll it in and leave him 3 counties away.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's just a skill level thing. I'm not trying to
No,
talk
absolutely.
negative about her. I mean, it's just that's
Well,
what new players do.
Yeah.
They concentrate so much on making that ball.
And the fact is, I would mostly rather have them do that. I would rather have them focused on making the ball.
Yeah, yeah.
Make your ball.
It's like walking before you can run. You know.
Yep. Absolutely.
Crawl, walk, run. Crawl, walk, run. So let's see if he tries to leave the cue ball down towards the 9 to leave her straight in, or whether he tries to come over.
Most people overhit this. Oh, he caught it fat.
Oh, no.
Yep. It's easy to take those for granted.
I think he would like that one over.
I
Because
think
he had
you're
a
right.
good chance of cutting that in and leaving her.
Yeah.
Even if he would have made that, she was going to have a scratch shot almost either way.
Yeah. Pretty huge
So-
turnaround here. Looks like he's taking the 10 first. I like taking the 9 first here and just rolling straight down.
Okay.
Well, big shot for Bailey here. Got to
Yeah.
look out for that right side pocket.
Even this shooting it as soft as she does, I think she'll at least leave him angled to where there's no scratch, and he's got a pretty good look. And she does pocket balls fairly well.
Do you try and spin this to the side rail off the 2, or do you just stay in the center of the table?
Yeah, I mean, a better player is going to put half tipper right and make sure they hit a diamond high of that side pocket and take it
Yep.
out of play. And just leave yourself a little tougher shot on the 8.
Yes, indeed, just to make sure you don't scratch. Now
But
for that side
I think
pocket.
even with no English, that side pocket might be out of play.
Watching her, and she's looking over at the 8 ball as she's getting ready to shoot the 2. So hard to not do. Wow, does make
Oh.
contact. Did she make contact coming out or going in?
No, it was going in.
All right, sweet. Well, they are nudging that 2 ball closer and closer to the pocket. Almost unmissable at this point.
So they're chuckling and laughing a little bit down there, and they
Yeah,
know
they seem
that
like they're having
they
fun.
know that they're supposed to make these shots.
Mm-hmm.
But I've seen 650s when they're being streamed and people talking while they're shooting
Yeah, absolutely.
play like 200 points lower than their skill level.
Steve, I've had multiple people come up to me and they're like, hey, we watched our match, and I just wanted to say you guys were so nice to me. I thought for sure you guys were just going to trash us. And
No.
I'm just like, what do you think we're here for? Yeah, we wouldn't be very popular doing that. But yeah, it was good to hear positive feedback about that, because yeah, it is unnerving, you know.
Yeah, I mean it's it's a big deal to be streamed worldwide, and everybody watching and
Yeah,
all that stuff.
there's 4s of people watching this right now. I mean, there's 4s of people watching this right now.
Yes.
Tons of people out there, friends, family, loved ones, maybe not loved ones.
Well,
Absolutely, Cliff. Glad you got that nap in before work, pal.
Oh,
Wow,
look at this
drills that
shot.
up the rail,
oh,
leaves the
look at this
combo.
combo.
Wow,
Holy mackerel.
that's a big shot. This could get them on the hill. Somebody's going to the hill.
Well, Bailey and Justin, they did have
They had their chances.
couple 3 opportunities
Yeah.
and squandered each one. But any combo doesn't have to go. I know this
Yep.
from experience.
Very true.
Although this one is a pretty high likelihood here.
Yeah. Taking his time. He does not want to let this one slip away. Boy, it wasn't looking good there for a little while.
Yeah, it's. What
Doesn't
was-
get there. Wow.
Well, he got a rail.
Right. Yes, he did.
Justin's going to get another opportunity to try to leave Bailey better or on that 8 ball. So,
Unfortunately, this time jacked up over the 10. This is harder than the last one.
he could be jacked up worse. He'll be okay. He likes to elevate the butt of his cue naturally anyway, because I have to tell him all the time to stop elevating his cue.
I wonder what that is. I did that for a long time. I still have to consciously keep the butt of my cue
He
low.
just needs to hit this with speed and disregard that side pocket. Just try to get her, and he did.
Look out. Side
He
pocket.
did, and disregard.
Gets around it. Yes.
Okay.
Wow. Huge chance here for Bailey.
So I think this is probably 70-30. 70 to the good.
To make.
Yep. Roughly.
She have a hula girl? Is that the ball marker?
That is Little Bo Peep, I think.
Little Bo Peep.
Little Peep and Bope and things there.
Excellent. I love it.
Yeah. What?
Uh-oh. Rail says he can't see straight.
So Bailey and Justin actually are on me and Carissa's APA team. So
Okay. Nice.
they're both team members with me and Carissa in league.
Very cool.
So we will be heading to regionals 8 ball, playoffs in 9 ball. So
Nice. How
doing
cool.
doing a little competing here shortly.
Big shot here for Bailey. Really taking her time. Oh, she drilled it. Wow. To the hill. Kittens, Mittens.
Kittens. Now look at the
Yeah.
smile on her face. Look at
Totally.
how happy she is.
That's so
Yeah.
awesome.
I made that shot.
I
I
did
made that shot.
Way to go. A tie ball game, 1-1. Kittens, Mittens to the hill first.
Oh boy, this is going to be a tight one.
I think we're going to see a hill thriller.
We might see a hill. Bailey is running off. Not sure where she's headed,
She's
but
off. She's quick.
yeah,
She's spry.
yeah.
Yeah.
Could be a pit stop in the restroom, but
Pretty excited about this thing. I'm going
Oh,
to play some pool
yeah.
tonight.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Be positive, Steve.
It's the little things in life.
Still, hey,
Yeah.
not playing pool for 3 months.
No, I'm being serious though. I
Yeah.
did see
Yeah, yeah.
somebody using it the other
I saw
day.
somebody too. I wasn't sure it was the
And,
same one, but
It looked really interesting.
yeah.
It was a person that had a prosthetic.
Uh-huh.
A guy here that had a prosthetic.
He played on the
limb.
table here, and he shot lights out with it.
Did
Shot
he?
really good, yeah.
Yeah.
Travis Sims and Matt Frankie on table number 4.
Justin hit that pretty good. Not good enough.
Yeah.
So we're going to have a several
Kind of a
innings.
long game
several
3.
innings here. This is
Several innings.
so.
Well, it's good. We're getting our money's
So
worth.
let me see what I see here. If I was swinging, I wouldn't like the stripes. There's not even an opening shot unless it's a combo.
But you sure don't want to be solids.
I'd be taking solids.
Yeah?
Oh yeah, I'd be smoking that 1 ball in the side, and I'd be running into that 5 ball at about Mach 400
Yeah.
and scrambling.
gotta
the,
get
scramble,
something
and,
moving.
and I'd scramble the marbles, because I don't like the way it sits. The 5's blocked, the 2's blocked, the 6 is blocked.
How many times in your life do you think you've played safe on the opening shot after a dry break?
Very rarely, unless you're pinched in a spot right next to a ball or something where there's just nothing to shoot at, where you have to just safe back.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. That camera's out.
Yep.
I'm
Oh,
gonna
look
tell
at this.
Tyrell.
We just smoked that
Wow.
combo in.
Beautiful.
This one's working. All cameras down.
Alrighty. So
Does that go on the side? Maybe trying to play off the one.
Not now.
Not today.
Okay, so the pocket's cleared for the 2 and the 6 now, due to the combo.
Yep.
So it's just a matter of
You switch category
making balls
balls with your
here.
opponents.
I think she's got a lane to the 7.
Switch category of balls with your opponents.
Say categories of balls? Oh, that's the 4 ball. I thought that was the
4 ball.
8. Yeah.
You said 7. I was looking all over for the 7.
Well, the 7. She does have a lane to the 7. It
Yeah,
doesn't
but
really
it's-
get her anywhere.
It's just not a shot that she would. They're looking for the easy, they're looking for the low-lying fruit and easier shots normally.
She's
Usually
not choking with that right hand. Ooh, a little bit of an overcut.
She jumped up a little bit on that one.
That's one of my favorite things about APA is that because of the skill level limits, you're kind of forced to constantly be developing new players. Do you find that you guys are always taking on somebody new to get within that team boundary for the people that you want to work with, that you want to see improve?
Yeah, I mean, 2018 I had a team with my kids, stepdaughter and both my boys, and we played in the finals for the APA World Championship.
Wow.
And we ended up taking second, but it was quite an experience for everybody.
Yeah.
But my son Cody was I think a 5'5" back then.
Uh-huh.
And my other son Chase was a 4'4". Maddie was a 3. But long story short, within about a session or two after that, all their skill levels had gone up. Cody now is a 7'8" and not a 5'5".
Wow. That's
so
big.
Your teams just naturally split up because your numbers go up and you improve.
Yeah.
That's, especially when you're young, your eyes and. So
When was the last time you played in the singles masters? Been a while?
You mean the APA singles?
APA, yeah.
I actually qualified this year in 8-ball, but we were in Vegas for the BCA National, and I would have had to fly back rather than working the event.
Got it.
To play in the qualifier here. So I just stayed.
Yeah,
I didn't
not worth it.
try to get qualified now. I feel I could win. I feel like I could win the national singles for APA. I've been close a couple times. 9-ball is way more luck. I've been just
You're an
playing
8-ball player.
more so, but it's not like you suck in 9-ball. But in 9-ball, I've been smoking through, playing perfect, and all of a sudden I ran into a guy that just break and run.
Yeah.
And they were on the valley tables, which are big pockets, and
Huge.
I basically had no chance to win.
Yeah.
So you go from playing perfect, think you can win the tournament, till all of a sudden you're out.
Yeah.
So, but 8-ball's a lot trickier, and that's not as the same thing.
I really like bar box 8-ball.
Yeah.
I think it's the hardest game to be played on the bar box. And if you're not getting into one pocket or banks, which you wouldn't be on the bar box.
Yeah, you wouldn't be on the bar box anyway. No, I really enjoy, the pattern work and the thought processes that go into playing bar box 8-ball at the highest level. Is, to watch a player like Stan that I played in the finals here a week ago.
Yeah.
He's one of the best in the country. Has been for over 20 years.
Pretty incredible 8-ball player.
And he plays bar box 8-ball. He plays as good as anybody on the planet.
Yeah.
He really does. And people don't realize that, but
and he travels he does the Chinese 8-ball tour thing.
he
Hasn't for a little while,
quite a
but
bit. Yeah. He isn't doing it much currently, but no, Stan's a talented player. He's won many Canadian 8-ball championships.
Tyrell Datweiler kind of entering his Stan Tarango phase.
I get it. The look-alike thing. Okay. You caught me on that one.
You see. He said, I kind of look like a wish list Stan Tarango. I thought that was pretty funny. My mother is in love with Stan, thinks he's pretty phenomenal. She came out here one year for the BCA, and she's like, who's that guy? Oh, Mom, that's Stan. It's pretty cute.
Yeah. Over the years, my family's become real close with Stan.
Yeah.
Stays at the house when he's in the area, if there's tournaments, this and that.
He's such a neat guy.
He actually, for the Peach Hour Tour one year, we booked an event for a month long, Hard Times LA, Northridge,
Everybody stop and pay attention to Carrie's
Capitola.
sign. It's so beautiful.
4 events on the weekends, Peach Hour tour stops, and on the weekends and on the weekdays, Monday through Friday, we went through the California,
National park stuff.
the national park,
Very cool.
Yosemite.
Yosemite.
We did Yosemite. We drove all the way down to Mexico. So Stan, ooh, that was
snuck
close.
that one in. Yeah.
So Stan traveled with our 4 kids in a van with camping gear, and we camped out and roughed it on weekdays, and then the weekends we ran the tour stuff.
Man,
it
that's
was,
so cool.
It was just a hoot.
Yeah.
We're
That's vacation of a lifetime right there.
we're on the beach in Mexico, and there's a guy in a ultralight, and Stan says, "I wonder if we pay him, he'll take us up in that thing." And I said, "You're going first."
Yeah. You can't pay me enough to go up in that thing.
So the guy says, 25 for adults, 20 for kids. So Stan goes up 800 feet in the air with a guy that he doesn't know in a thing with a little wing and flaps.
Wow.
And all the kids went and everything, and it was an absolute hoot that high in the air. And
Said all the kids went. Do you consider yourself one of the kids?
no, I was $25. I was considered an adult. But we
But
did.
you did go?
Oh yeah, we all did.
Nice.
It was really neat. And fishing in in Yosemite and parks, and
Very cool.
we went down to Ensenada, Mexico. We gave all the kids $25 and said, who's gonna get the most for their $25 buying at all the stands and everything? And the kids just went crazy.
I'll bet.
My 2 boys bought fireworks.
Naturally.
Yes. Well, we can buy M80s.
Yeah.
Makes a big bang.
Buy your children dynamite before going to the national
Yes.
parks.
Yes.
Perfect.
Yeah. We'll go fishing with M80s.
It is the Mexican way. Yeah.
So yeah,
It's effective fishing right there.
So we know Stan quite well, and that was back when poker was just getting popular.
Mm-hmm.
Moneymaker and all that. So we played poker every night. Stan sucked. And 10 years later, he tried playing pool poker for a living. That didn't go too well when all my kids would beat him.
He tried playing poker for a living, really?
He was playing pretty serious poker.
Huh. I'll be darned.
And
I didn't know that.
That didn't last long, I believe.
That's too funny.
All right, let's get back to the match here.
Yep. Speaking of vacations,
We
shooting
could
the
tell.
6-ball.
We can tell stories all day. She should. I bet she makes this ball.
She's going to try and hold for the 4.
Yeah, she made that ball.
Yep. Nice shot.
It's called make and roll. Make and roll.
Make and roll.
Make and roll. Yep. Here you go, Justin. I made the ball.
Nailed that. Yeah. Good luck.
Yeah, I've played Scotch before where the Scotch partner says, "Well, I made my shot, and you have nothing, right?"
Yeah.
I made my shot.
The frozen on the back of the
Oh
ball.
yeah.
I did my part.
All he's got here is a bank on the 1. It looks like he doesn't
think
want to.
you're right.
He doesn't want to go into that 3 ball. So I think that 1 is all he's got to play with. But they are heading ball count. They've got 5, and the other team's got 5-5.
I don't think I really mind going into that 3 ball. I don't.
Well, you could go soft in it and just
Yeah.
knock it up off. But I think he's either going to cut or bank this ball.
Tried to bank.
Tried to
That's
bank.
a tricky cut for sure. Bank looked pretty straight. You've done pretty good in the banks down in Vegas, the U.S. Open. You play that in the future? You said you weren't able to play this time. This last U.S. Open, right?
Yeah, only because when we left the BCA National, the whole crew caught the flu. So
That's right. Trevor
crew
tried to
was
kill
in
you.
bad shape, so we came home and tried to recuperate. I mean, I've still got a little bit of a cough just from what that did to my throat.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't get to play this year. It's
Best night of the week. 4 balls, 1
we're
pocket.
traveling and working so much.
4 balls,
It's
1 pocket. Best night of the week.
tough to
Table 52.
hit certain events.
No kidding. Is she trying to take on this combo?
She's going to take on this combo.
Not easy. Looks like she's got room to go rail first underneath it.
She could, yeah.
Well, you make this one, you're feeling pretty good. It looks like she's got a natural breakout if she shoots it right, too.
Everybody
Hangs it in front of the pocket. That'll
All
do.
right.
Kind of
Looks
gives
like
him an
it's-
out on this 5.
Well, Bailey's got. Yep. Any.
Shooting, your partner now shoots.
Most players would play the 5 due to the fact that it doesn't have a pocket other than now.
Yeah.
But Bailey could be looking at this 3 ball. It's hard to say.
She's looking at it, boy. It does not look like she's got room over there.
It does not, but
Think she can make it happen.
she's looking at it. One ball. She's got three options.
Doesn't like it.
Best option being that 5 ball.
I think so, too.
She doesn't want to give up on that 3. Or
She really doesn't.
I guess if you
It's only a quarter ball in the way.
yeah, just elevate the butt of your cue, go 90 degrees, and arc it around or
Fire
something.
at it. Why do you
Yeah.
think there's no jump cues allowed in APA? Equipment?
From what little I know, from experience of listening to people talk about the rules they have and this and that, there's a big emphasis on amateur pool,
Uh-huh.
and a jump cue is something that is definitely for a more skilled player who is going to practice with it and learn how to use it, and so
Yeah.
they leave those out.
Yeah.
I do believe in 3-person masters for APA. They allow the jump cue.
They do.
Yep, and they also allow push out.
Okay.
Regular leagues don't have the
No push.
option to push out and different things like that.
And I hear there's no magic rack down in Vegas. Is that true?
Correct. You'll see them in here
Uh-huh.
because the players like them. They rack them tight. But at nationals and some of those events, you don't have that luxury.
How do you feel about the impact the technology's had on the game? Jump cue, magic rack, all that stuff.
Well, there were arguments at the Sands Regency, which was a pro event that went on for 20 years or more. And at one point, Tony Anagoni became involved with decisions and such, and they banned that pro event.
Overcut it. They banned what?
That pro event banned, wouldn't let him use jump cues.
Mm-hmm.
And a funny story was when I was 21, 22, and just enamored with the game, I was in the Sands Regency, and I watched Lori John Jones. Her husband at the time was Sammy Jones.
Okay.
And he gets up with just the shaft and just whips it into the ball, jumps over, makes another one, and everybody just goes crazy because they'd never seen that before.
Uh-huh.
It's brand new.
Yeah.
And he decided that, hey, look what I can do with just my shaft. And then a guy named Dave Bowman did the same thing. And that was the beginning of jump cues now. And this was in the early 80s.
Uh-huh.
And all of a sudden they said, well, that's too easy with a shaft. If we're going to allow jump cues, we're going to make it be 40 inches. And so then they started putting regulations, and then they liked it because for TV and everything, to see pros jump the balls, that's why jump cues were liked so much. It was good for TV.
Yeah.
And so, but that's kind of how it started in the early 80s, and I was there watching the guys jump for the first time ever, and we just couldn't believe it. What the hell,
And there's a tip width regulation also, correct? It can't be wider than like a 14 or something like that.
I think you're right on that, yeah.
I don't know what the width is.
Yeah, they came out with this thing.
The thumper.
It's called the thumper.
So awesome. Joel has one.
And all you had to do is just go dink, and the thing just flies in the air.
Yeah, it bounces like a basketball.
And I said,
it's crazy.
And I said to the guy that showed me that in the pool room, I said, I just came from the pros using shafts and everything else. This thing is so easy to use. They're going to ban it in 2 seconds.
Yeah.
And of course, you never even saw the thumper in a pro tournament anywhere. They banned it immediately.
Well, yeah, you can't hit a pool ball with a brick either, you know?
No, I tried it one time and I said, nope, this ain't going to fly. And
no.
Of course, I was right. Nobody was going to let that thing hit the market
No.
and be used by top-level players. They wanted some skill involved.
Wow, back cut on this one.
Well,
Almost taking it down.
Oh.
Close. Ugly cluster down there. Looking like the 13-10 combo coming up. Just Tequila trying to get to the hill. Kittens, Mittens already there.
Kittens, Mittens.
Meow.
Yep. We were going to go to dinner, and the buffet closes at 10. I got 45 minutes. After that, I don't know what I'm going to do to eat.
You better get to the buffet, man.
I've got celiac disease, so I can't have all these breads and fried food. So
We made the seafood buffet yesterday. It was good.
usually is.
Thanks again.
Usually is. You're welcome. I saw a big sign that said, "Gone to dinner."
Yeah.
Gone to dinner. We're out of here.
That was us. All
Yeah,
right, let's see if you can slide across and break these out.
Bet.
What's that? Said bet?
Yeah.
I mean, it ain't easy, that's for sure.
No, he might not even shoot it first. He might try to deal with that combo and go off that 3.
Well, I would take that bet also.
If it does and gets in front of that pocket, then Kittens.
Wow,
Mittens.
look at that. What a great shot.
Kittens
Man,
Mittens is a little behind in this one. That was good. That was a good shot. So he had enough, experience to realize that good things could happen on that, and why take the one in the jaws?
I can't believe it got through there. Little ticky.
Yep. Little umbrella shot.
The umbrella shot.
A billiard term. Danny Louie taught me that. Put me on the billiard table and shot that shot, and I said, "Wow, that's cool."
Yep.
You can tell she's got some experience. She tried to draw that ball.
Yeah.
She tried to draw all the way out for him.
Yep, leaves this one pretty tough.
I think she just said the patented, "I made mine." So he's got a bank shot here. And even if the bank goes in, I'm not sure we have a shot on the 8. Unless I'm camera hooked.
That looks good. Little wide. Oh, man. Barely catching that outside point.
So 3 ball, 7 ball. Justin's shooting the 3 ball first, which they would rather have it the other way around.
Yeah.
That way he could play position off the 7 for her on the next ball. And he should have hit that soft.
Yep. Tries to go over and across. It does make this shot more difficult.
There's always defense right here, which would be a good move, but I don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah. Well, the way she hits the ball, I think she's probably going to be safe. I don't think it's going to get above that 4-8. Well, maybe she will.
Yes, it is. There's plenty of angle there.
Oh, plenty of angle. I just mean she usually hits the ball so soft.
Well, we're going to see, aren't we?
Oh, yeah. Got all the way there, but is she going to lock him down? Lockdown. Nasty save by Bailey.
Yeah, the pool gods. Her opponents are looking at her like, really? You left that for me? I didn't get the names of the players on the other team, but
the other team is Crystal and Brent.
So Crystal gave Bailey the evil eye on that.
Teams 2 and 5 to come to the tournament desk. Pool gods. Teams 2 and 5 to come to the tournament desk.
Well, especially if she gives up ball in hand here, she's kicking at it the right way, though. This is her best chance of making that ball.
Contact point just before that first diamond. I think she's lining up a little low.
Team 6 and 1. You're on
It's always interesting to me to watch people line up when they're just looking at one side of the V.
Oh, we're getting advice here or something going on.
I think she's making sure it's her shot.
Yeah, I think that's what they just did. And I don't know where her partner went.
Do you have a kicking system, or have you just kicked for long enough that you see it?
No, I've got about 10,000 systems I use. So kicking is something I take a lot of pride in, not just hitting, but making
Yeah.
balls, yeah.
Team 3, please
It's lined up low here unless she's running this ball. And contact point's kind of close to that middle diamond on that
Looks like she's
side
going to
rail.
come up short.
Yeah.
Team 1, go to 20.
Unless she's spinning that ball.
Yeah, she
Almost
was short.
spun into it.
All right. Kittens, mittens, mittens, kittens all over the place.
Ball in
let's,
hand, 5 balls to go.
Ball in hand. They're going to catch up in ball count. We've got ourselves a ball game if they can run some balls.
Key ball's the 1, yeah.
Oh, in a perfect world, yes. Yes. So, I
And
mean,
what other kind of world is it?
if the 7 goes past the 5, you go 4, 7, 5, 1.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So the only issue with that is Bailey tends to just roll balls. She's not going to be able to draw off the 7 to kill for the 5.
Yeah. I kind
So-
of like playing, if it's Bailey shooting, just playing the 5 to roll down and take the 7 in the side.
Maybe. We're going to find that out. He drew the ball and he didn't need to, but
Yeah.
he had something in mind. They're talking about, yeah, what are you doing? Why'd you leave me that? So he's explaining it and then going on his way.
I think his line there is, I made mine.
That is
Turnaround's fair play.
that is a thing. She does have angle though. If she shoots this soft, she could roll out for the 5.
Yeah.
Unless she's shooting the 5 first. No, she
Catches it a little wide.
yep, she overcut it just a hair.
Head ball break or second ball break?
Are you asking what I like?
Mm-hmm.
Whatever's working. My break against Stan the other day was not working and it hurt a lot. So the head break was working better than the side break, but even when I was making balls in that particular event, yikes, I was kicking the entire second ball. I was
All
kicking
the
the
one
entire
direction.
stack over to where it took, it probably would have taken Houdini and 4 more guys to help me out from all those balls being clustered.
Yep.
So,
Not getting out of that one.
so then it's just a wrestling match. So we had a few wrestling match games.
Well, I'm going to have to go back and watch that.
But I was, as you know, I was a bit under the weather in that match. Get out.
Uh-huh.
2 balls were tied up and I couldn't get to them. So he won the hot seat, Hill, and when I came back around at 4-2, I was so dizzy and disoriented I couldn't even stand up. So I was trying to fight through it. So I told him, I said, I can't even get out of this chair, let alone finish the match.
Wow.
Carissa took me over to the hospital and they ran all my vitals and took that was a smart shot.
Nasty shot. Man, she feathered that 5.
So EKG, all the stuff, said you're good to go. It was a blood pressure issue with new medication I'm taking.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm okay now, but
Good. I'm glad to hear it.
it was tough to beat a guy like Stan in that condition, though.
Yeah. I can't even imagine.
Okay,
But,
Wendell Perma and Jeff DeVault on table 9.
Just doesn't have the 1 rail here. Got a 2 rail kick this.
Yeah, it's a tough spot. She'll have to 1 rail kick it and hope to hit it. But Bailey shot a real smart shot.
Yeah, it was a beautiful save. Excellent touch. Other hard thing about this is it's kind of hard to not open these balls up if you get a good hit.
So she's looking over to get my approval. Coach Steve. Yeah, so she got the thumbs up. Nice going, kid.
Is that 11 frozen to the rail too?
But she's learning these things. A session ago, she would have never shot that shot. She thought she needs to make a ball somewhere.
Yeah. Should have been firing something.
So that's all new. This whole defensive thing.
Good for her.
And that's we were all in that one spot at one point. I'm sure
yeah.
when I first learned, I thought every ball just needed to go into a pocket somewhere. What do you mean defense?
Yeah. Well, this one's going to go wide.
Yep.
Double scratch. Yeah, that's not an easy hit right there. Will Bailey earn him ball in hand for the Kittens Mittens? How's he going to get this breakout?
I'm not sure if he'll even try. We're going to find out.
I like playing the 5 in the upper right, driving into it. I don't like drawing into it because it feels like I'm just pushing those balls together.
Yeah, I don't think he has the stroke or sees that, so I think he's going to try to, as we can tell, he doesn't know.
Yeah. We don't know.
But he's gonna do something here. You know, it's not that terrible if he doesn't know what to do, though, to just make the ball and let Bailey play defense again.
Absolutely.
You know, because he hasn't given himself enough angle.
Oh, Coach Bailey.
Oh,
Getting out there, yeah.
She's getting out there and saying, "Hey, what about this?"
All right, I know I'm a rules guy and I keep going back to this, but that's another one that gets me is if the player calls for a timeout, the person on the bench can say no, but if someone on the bench calls for a timeout, the player can't say no.
Correct.
The person on the bench has more control than the player in the game? That's just beyond me.
You got to remember, though, that you've got a lot of lower level players, and if you let them call timeouts for the team and everything else,
yeah,
because they don't know when they're supposed to call timeout.
Yeah.
So it's just a given that with Bailey and everybody, they'll look at me like I want a timeout, and I'll just say no.
Yeah.
Because I can't help them.
Yeah.
So as a
I can't tell you how to cut that ball.
As a coach in APA.
Wow, nice hit.
The only time I need to be calling timeouts is when I can help them win the game.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I can't, if I have to call and sometimes I'll have to waste a timeout because they're going to sell out.
Yeah.
And that's the worst thing is calling a timeout to keep them from losing.
Yeah.
So I really try to make the timeouts productive to where they can win the game. Yep. So,
oh boy, they got a chance to close this thing out.
So she going to just hit this soft? Is she going to hit it hard and try to play shape on the other side? She's winding up.
I'd be surprised to see her go over and back.
Hit it soft.
Real soft.
Okay.
Delicate
now Justin is going to have enough savvy in this spot to
get nice and straight.
Is that still a word, savvy?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're still using that.
It's a word my dad used 50 years ago. So when I was 14, and
I think it works.
Okay.
I think savvy's
so
good.
I think he has enough savvy to know that he needs to hit this with some speed and pocket it to try to get her a better shot. At least we're going to hope.
The good news is with a high ball, you're going to be looking pretty good if you get close to that rail.
Oh, boy, he didn't. See, and the other problem with that is if she misses this, they're going to have an easy shot on the 11. If he would have left her straight, she could have rolled it down there in front of that pocket, missed it.
And it would have been tough.
And it would have been tough. So.
Yep, this kind of angle is tricky.
So Justin's going to have to go back to school on basic positioning here.
Yeah. Almost want to see her bank this 8-ball just to leave the cue ball on that side of the table.
Oh, that's not going to happen because you see Little Bo Peep down there, and we've got a scratch shot here, unfortunately.
Yep, absolutely.
But I almost don't see her hitting it.
I don't think it's going to go harder than,
Yeah, she tends to hit these pretty.
But it does have to get all the way over there.
Yeah, we're gonna see, aren't we?
I want to see her drill it.
Oh.
If I bet for the make, what kind of odds do I get?
This is I don't know. The odds on this one are probably 1 or 2 out of 10. But I've seen her make tougher shots. She is a shot maker.
Yep. Oh man.
But there's what I was worried about.
Yeah.
Selling out.
Well, still tricky. No gimme. 11 ball close to the rail.
Well,
It's going to bring Crystal back, and
This
Crystal's
is-
got a big shot. She's got to put a stroke on this ball to get back to the 8, too.
Yeah, she has tried to move the cue ball at times with draw and different stuff, but I think she just makes this ball and lets her partner have a shot at the 8.
I think you're almost better off not making this ball.
Switch to the other window for me.
Wow.
Wow.
So Justin for the win.
For the win.
For the
Huge.
win.
Kittens Mittens to stay alive.
And continue in their first tournament.
Yeah,
Ever.
first tournament ever. That's so
Ever.
cool. I'm glad we got him on the stream.
Yeah. Well, he's using Little Bo Peep also.
Yep.
He doesn't have his own. We haven't given him his own marker yet.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I wasn't certain that wasn't his. I didn't know.
Oh, that's
Who's
Bailey.
that?
That's Bailey.
That's all Bailey? All right.
Well, he needs to take his time. He's getting down a little quick.
It's a thin cut.
She's in the chat. Give her a shout out.
Who is that? Oh, man, Deanna. Huge shout out to her. No way. Drills it. Look at that. What a win. Ladies and gentlemen, Kittens Mittens taking it
Holy
down.
mackerel.
What a cut to win that thing.
My goodness.
Steve, I'm pumped up. I want to go play pool. I got a one-handed device.
Yeah.
Bailey French and Justin Van Horn taking that down. Way to go.
Nice job,
After
kids.
a nasty save by Bailey. Brent Stone and Crystal Cates. Nice
Well,
tournament to you guys.
Thanks for letting me sit in and,
Steve, thanks for everything.
talk them through
Huge
the-
thanks to Bigglebox. Huge thanks to Q-Tech for donating the stuff that got us here. We love being here. Thanks for letting us be a part of it.
Yep.
Go check out bigglebox.com. They got everything you need, billiards related. Huge shout out to Chinook Winds Casino and everything they do for pool, the APA, and mostly all of you. Thanks for tuning in here. Again, Deanna, huge thank you so much. We really appreciate your contribution. We got pool coming at you till Sunday night. Don't go away. Hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button. That's going to let you know every time we go live here, NWPA, all over.
Well, I can't follow that, so I'm out.
You're out of here.
Thanks.
Thanks again, Steve. We got more stuff coming at you real quick.